No, you gotta go on this side.
Say something.
No, over here is the move, I think.
On my fog light.
Or I think, well, the...
If I walk slow, can you pan this?
Yes.
Do you want to hear a story? Or
whatever you got
we'll
to say.
do-
This is just about, like,
Can
I
we
don't
do
know.
two
What does music
takes?
mean to you? What is,
One
you know?
song.
Yeah, what do you want to
Okay,
do?
here. Got it. Go.
All right. So this is like, yeah, this is going to be like a top of the chest up kind of shot, mostly.
Whatever makes you feel good.
It's just I'm limited by the focal length of the lens.
Okay.
This is the one lens that works, and it doesn't zoom. So it's like it's one thing. I focus and I autofocus, and that's it.
Got it.
So I have to, like, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, but it looks, I mean, I think it looks great. This is way better than the earlier spot.
You just said something a minute ago that prompted me. I knew what you were going to say. You're prompting me. What were your prompts?
Oh, I was just saying, you know, what's
Music.
music?
Got
Yeah,
it.
what does it mean to you? What's
All right.
what's your thing?
You ready to do this?
Always.
All right. Roll it. Rolling. Action.
Action. Cut.
Yes, I love you.
Okay.
I can't beat the director out of me.
Yeah, you can't.
But we can try. Hi guys, I'm Dianne Carroll from In the Dojo with Dianne Carroll here with one sweet cup of coffee, and it is because I don't drink stouts. Anyways, here, music means to me. Oh, what music means to me, what music means to me. I guess the way my mom once put it, she was like a Bigfoot hunter and loved being near the woods and finding Bigfoot and getting pictures, and it thrived her. It electrified every part of her soul, and she was published, Christ's sake, she went all around the fucking country and, like, camping with these other believers, Bigfoot believers, if you will. And one day I was driving through Appalachia. My mother was living in Cleveland, Tennessee at that time. And I deviate. We all remember what Tennessee Williams said. There's New York, New Orleans, and San Francisco. Everywhere else is Cleveland. And here I found myself leaving New Orleans for Cleveland, Tennessee, which is the cut. If you're not familiar with what the cut means, it's the cut of Appalachia. You can't get really any deeper if you're so far into the Blue Ridge Mountains. That's how far we were. I'm telling you, I adapted so well. My neighbors thought I was nuts, but I saw a baby cow being born. What does music mean to me? We're driving through the forest, and I used to do a lot of yoga to music when I wore my headphones all the time, and that's integrated itself into the fiber of my being. You know what I mean? I throw on my favorite White Stripes album, and next thing you know, I'm like mopping and dusting and cleaning. Otherwise, I'm such a sloth. I'm being too honest again. But what does music mean to me? There's more species in the Appalachian Mountains making all this music than there is anywhere on the planet. It is the oldest mountain range within the United States of America. We know that because it's stoled down and a lot of vegetation has piled up. Right. Pangea connected to Ireland or some shit.
It's the same mountain range. The same mountain range that connects the Scottish Highlands to Appalachia. It's the same mountain range. Because they were formed at Pangea 350 million years ago.
Oh, so I wasn't that far off.
You were correct. I was just, yeah, you're correct.
Thank you for backing
I got
me
your
up.
back, dog. You don't need a fact checker. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, fact checker.
I'm a fact reaffirmer.
A fact reaffirmer.
If you're right, I'm going to tell you. If you're wrong, I'm just going to keep moving.
That's what's up. Right?
Right?
Because either way, it'll get a laugh out of the audience later.
I mean, it's not even a laugh. It's just like, are you drawn in or are you not drawn in?
Yeah.
It's not, you know what I mean? That's all it is. What draws people in.
So, music. My mom said, Dianne, how it invigorates me, and we've had some really paranormal. Well, she doesn't think it's that abnormal, and the paranormal is more normal to the natural order of things. So, if you have sovereignty with these fucking crickets over here, you can come and find some souls. I swear this is coffee and it's delicious. One moment.
You're doing great.
Coffee talk. So she says, Diane, you know how this encompasses me. And it's all consuming. And she never listened to music. What a dull existence.
It's crazy.
It's unfathomable to me. And she knew how important music was. I mean, everybody did. And, you know, she's like, that's what music is for me. But I'll tell you what. I can still remember a song verbatim from 25 years ago. I hear symphonies in my head. I can actually, in those symphonies, isolate different instruments.
What's one on your brain? What's one you think about a lot? What's a symphony you like that you think about a lot? Oh my God, yeah. Man, I think is that an opera? Is that from an opera?
I don't know.
Man, I don't know either.
It's
definitely Italian. It's from an Italian composer.
Oh.
I don't know. I know my German composers and that's it. I don't know my Italian composers.
I know my German, like, art teachers, but...
Hell yeah.
They're Russian, actually. Chekhov and Stanislavski. What music means to me was kind of a revelation, chronologically speaking, if I may take up a little bit more of your time.
Got 14 minutes on this card, so take up.
Got it. I'll wrap up in 5. Give me the light at 5. Maybe that bug over there will give me the light at 5. I'm going to hold my hand out, see if a fucking firefly comes in here while I'm talking.
I'll do this if I need you to wrap it up. You're good. Just keep rolling. I'm good if you're good.
All right, thanks. You know, if they had MP3 players and, you know, if my family weren't so goddamn stingy with their money or poor or whatever in poverty where I never was going to get a disc player, that was out of the question. But my godmother, who loves me, and her husband, Arnie Silver's in the Dovells in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, runs in my blood. I once had a crush on a musician. She's like, you better get over him or get under him. I said, Leslie, this is some advice from my godmother. More coffee.
I love it. I'm here for it.
So, not only is music kind of like woven into the literal fabric of my soul through yoga. I mean, hours and hours and hours, folks. I've been retired for 10 years. Okay? If I wasn't directing an off-Broadway play or in rehearsals for something else or working with actors or doing something creative at all times, I was doing yoga to music. In public sometimes. And, you know, it took a little looking back on and reflection and shadow work to figure out that was a little seductive. I shouldn't have been bending over like that in public. I actually learned that one at the Southern Cosmopolitan. It's in the Omni Hotel here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's so cute. It's Wes Anderson meets, I don't know, Wes Anderson kind of motif. Very countrypolitan is what it's called. And if you ever get a chance, go visit it. Here in Nashville,
I love
Tennessee.
countrypolitan. I love the way that sounds on my tongue. It sounds nice.
Yeah, because that's kind of Nashville. It's like kind of cosmopolitan, you know?
It's countrypolitan, yeah.
It's countrypolitan. So I guess I had a decision once I gave my son up for adoption. I was going to get busy living or get busy dying. And I had spent 3 years in a crippling position dying, you know?
Totally.
And even in my dying state, I had enough willpower as a mother to do the right thing, get the right thing done, and get a job in the midst of the recession back in 2008 when you couldn't get a job at a motherfucking Starbucks.
Yep.
That's when I went back in the military. I moved to the South. Okay, well, this is where my music career started. Well, falling in love is real.
Totally.
And I think music hits, I mean, doesn't hit you differently, but like, it's like alive.
Yeah.
You know.
Totally.
In all cortexes of the brain. And it's invigorating, and it's like, what the fuck? That's your symphony, brother.
Yeah, I agree.
That's your symphony. These are orchestras, maybe not even recorded yet. Who the hell knows? Transposed from the higher.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally. The higher frequencies, the higher vibrations.
You just got to be receptive and quiet.
Totally.
Listen to me. Music is just my saving grace. Giving a son up for adoption is not easy business.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
But I had a decision. Could I lay in bed all day naturally with my manic depression? And die, slow death, you know?
Totally.
With absolutely no support system, orphan child.
You know how many people don't make that choice and just pass that pain on to somebody else, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's a hard choice to make, and you did a good job.
It was a noble pursuit.
I've read so many books by people by kids who should have probably been adopted by somebody else, you know?
I left him in good hands. I have a trust fund for him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like, it's one of those things, it's only you know that thing, you know what I mean?
Only you know.
And it's like, that's not
how to prevent forest fires.
And like, anytime anyone has to make a hard choice, that should, I don't know, man, that should be like commended. That should be, you know, because it's hard, and that's a real choice that because people don't do that choice because it's easy, you know what I mean?
Thank you for listening to me.
Yeah, dude.
I feel heard. And I would like to say I needed a reprieve, and when I moved down to the South, actually, funny about love, because when you're in heartbreak too, music also comes alive. Yep. You know, and next thing you know, you're finding songs that are coming from the depth of your soul.
Yeah.
That's what makes our hotspot portal of the universe, Nashville, Tennessee, so spectacular.
Yep.
It's a hodgepodge of the most talented creatives I've lived around in the past 2 years. I love every creative I've ever lived around. It's made me who I am today, and I'd like to say thank you to those creatives, but especially to the musicians of Nashville, Tennessee, for making Monday through Sunday an opportunity to come catch some of life invigorating, life resuscitating, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Hell yeah.
When I'm at a live music show, my heart spikes like the Grand Teton Mountains. That's how excited I get, you know.
Totally.
Something always exciting. I'll end on this.
Yeah.
My first time at the American Legion. This is another life lesson, okay?
Yeah.
Life lesson. The life lesson is take from Stephen King. Get busy living or get busy dying. Okay? Everything you want and you can ever imagine is out there. And I would look into Kabbalah and their definition of a manifestation, and just, I don't know, pontificate that. But, wait, what did I want to say? What was I talking about?
Pontificating. I'm sorry.
Ending on this.
I was focusing the camera. I forgot.
Ending on this.
I mean, what you said was really good.
I wanted to end on something.
I got 7 more minutes left, so.
Okay. It was about.
Maybe 6.
Okay. Yada yada yada. Da, 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 da. I have a saying.
Yeah.
Attack your dreams with tenacious insanity. It takes chutzpah. It's not encouraged to be insane, but sometimes you just have to be the first penguin. Jump off that motherfucking rock into the ocean and see if you get jabbed in the head with a shard of ice. Or not, and you come to the top, and what happens? Everybody else follows you. Once you come back to the top, you didn't see one of those motherfuckers moving as you were jumping off the cliff, first penguin, did you? That's the analogy of the first penguin. I don't know what other great advice to dole out right now, but I'd like to thank the U.S. Army for retiring me, you know, respectively.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to thank the American Legion Post 82. I'd like to thank Nashville.
You want to thank yourself for getting you to this point? You know what I mean? Low key.
Low key, yeah. High key. I think there's like a higher self too. Oh, I think that, you know, that's when your stream of consciousness writing comes in, and then like, they're like, did I write that? You know?
Yeah.
I used to host a Greenwich Village seniors over COVID and in real life poetry group. They were cool cats.
That sounds awesome.
Long story short, Oh, I remember what I was going to say now.
Do it. I'm ready.
Okay, so this is what happened. I had $45 in my bank account. I'm a U.S. Army veteran. Jack White's performing at the American Legion to kick off his North American tour for the No Name. It was almost about a year ago now. And then so I got busy living and not dying, and I was just like, Diane, just go. What else are you gonna do? Sit in this fucking loft and stare at the walls like you do for the past year and a half? Get up and go. So I had my military ID. I had $20 unless I had to bribe the door guy. You know, I had this and that. I had plan A, plan B, plan C. Nothing worked. We get there, it's impenetrable. And it turns out this whole cordoned off area is very impenetrable, and it goes for blocks and blocks. This industrial part of Gallatin. And I go to the Underdog. I meet Cal. That's another story. I leave and I go to a junkyard. And the still small voice in my head when I got ready that day was, wear better shoes, 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 wear better shoes. Sometimes I ask myself if I should wear better shoes, and then I change my shoes and I don't think about it again. This was a reoccurring thought.
Yeah.
Okay? It happened about 1,500 times in the course of, 45 minutes as I'm getting ready to leave the house.
Yeah.
Instead, I wore these green Birkenstocks like an asshole. Because I had to break through this fucking... way you down yonder, there is a junkyard, and it had a slip in the gate. So I slipped in the front gate, and then I go to the junkyard. No dog stinks, forever. And then I slip through another gate, and then there's this gross, soggy mound of sand that leads to this back here, behind this firing line, let's highlight that.
I was going to say, yeah.
Behind this firing line, behind the firing line, I decided that day never to risk my life for a rock and roll show again, no matter how hot the musicians are. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
It's all trench, dog.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in the Amazonian desert, I'm in the Amazonian rainforest or something. It was nuts. The whole time I'm thinking I should have worn better shoes. I should have worn better shoes. So something's nagging at you. I don't know, listen. Some people call it your gut instinct, but it wasn't really there. I didn't hear or see anything, but something, just thoughts are invisible anyways. So the internet and wind and most of stuff. Like the subatomic particles in those cauldrons in Sweden. Okay, what does music mean to me? I would have died a slow, horrible death if I hadn't have started going to many a rock and roll shows. My first one being at the Alabama Theater. Cheers to the Black Crowes. That was back when we could smoke weed in the venues. Because the Crows would put up these apples and then stick like 85 incense in it and put them in 4 places on the stage. We could all smoke as much pot as we wanted.
God bless.
I know.
God bless.
Yeah, God bless Chris Robinson and the Brotherhood.
Do you have any final things? I've got like a minute left.
Do yoga.
That's it.
And drink water. And stay healthy. And behave yourselves.